Yes, well, in terms of the government, the Australian government, one of the strongest and first American allies to back the strikes. Did you welcome that?
Totally, absolutely. And full credit to Anthony Albanese for doing that. Remembering, of course, that we are one of the longest standing supporters of the US. They are a strong security ally of us. And we have our own problems in this region. So we want the US to be clearing up problems in the Middle East, settling down the Middle East, settling down Russia and the Ukraine, so that they can focus on the South Pacific and problems that we might have in the future with China. Let's not China, Taiwan, this is our concern. And Donald Trump seems to be increasingly focusing on this part of the world.
Some of the protests, I was surprised. I'm not surprised, actually, but, it's a bit distasteful when you see, as you pointed out, expats in Sydney and Melbourne dancing in the streets, happy at the death of this tyrant. And then just up the street, not a big protest, not a big one by any stretch of the imagination, but some of those sort of professional protesters out there saying Israel and America are out of line.
I mean, I think this is one of the things that perplexes Australians more generally, and Australians that have been around for a while and have seen this play out over decades, right? To see, women who have been persecuted, gays hung from cranes. Millions of people have been repressed by this barbaric regime, and yet there seems to be some affection in certain quarters in Australia for the Ayatollah. You've got to be kidding me, right? Yeah. Like, this is just outrageous.
And it goes also to the point, Eamon, about that international law question. Yeah. I understand. I mean, rules-based order, international law, you've got to give due credit, or respect to it as an international citizen. However, when you're looking at a country that has breached international law basically since its inception, or, that regime for 40 years, sponsoring terrorism, that needs to be considered, surely.
Well, Kieran, you would have thought so. And I think, it's very clear from the Australian point of view what was the right thing to do. It sort of surprises me how some of the other allies have been much more reluctant, or in some cases have just opposed it outright. That's an issue for them. I think, though, and I'm just, imagining it, but is it because they're trying to avoid a situation that allows for other actions from this government? You look at Greenland, that was a very big wake-up call for Europe, no doubt about that, made them all sit bolt upright. The positioning around defence funding in Europe. So clearly, I suspect there's an element of that, and but it's completely out of context. What's happened in Iran is the right thing to do. It's critical now that these people are not allowed a pathway back. And I think all eyes are on that. And who fills that void is actually the critical question. And it's going to be down to Trump to make sure that the right people get in, not the wrong ones.